Hello everyone, La13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. I'm so sorry it's been a while. I've had like a whole bunch of power issues and everything like that. In fact, honestly, what I should do is I should like make a video explaining like what happened. I don't know why it took me so long to think about that. I have photos and everything too. That'd be it's the whole story. Anyway, So yeah, anyway, we'll get I also have in the background here my 3D printer running, so if you guys hear any noises, that's probably it. Oh god, I can turn that down a little. Because the bright light coming off of this is a lot. Anyway, so I clicked on my to-do list. So you start the search for the cursed watch at the speakeasy, which is in the alley off to the side, I believe. I believe I'm also supposed to go to the ammo shop or whatever. View side quests? You don't have any currently. Okay, cool. So, right, and we determined that that guy was no longer there. Hey, dude. Sorry, I just was recording a whole bunch of Ickenfell, so, like, my everything is wrong. What did it say? Dozens of nearly identical books about nearly identical rifles. There's a lot of ordnance for a civilian shelf. You'd think there'd be a law against this kind of thing. Dangling bags for army stuff. Dubious grenades. Gas masks. The proprietor stands behind the counter. Hi there, my name's Viola. Hello, fellow war enthusiast. I'm Herschel Woods. Actually, I hate war. I wouldn't say I'm an enthusiast. I'm ambivalent about war. Oh yeah, sure, war's okay. Heck yeah, war. I wouldn't say I'm an enthusiast. Herschel's expression doesn't change. Can I interest you in any fine historical memorabilia? Ask about the dubious grenades. I'm sorry, what's the story with those grenades? Oh, they're fine. Well, probably fine. Okay, so why doesn't the box say fine grenades then? He looks at the grenades and then at you. Say, how'd you like to do some field research? Sure, why not? He hands you a bunch of grenades. You got an item. Dubious Cola War grenades. 6 of them. Just try them out next time you get in a fight when you're all done. Oh, and when you're all done, come back and let me know how it went. Okay. If it doesn't kill me. Let's see what's for sale. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so your things for sale. Cool. So stench armor is an option. 20% item drops. Physical armor. Cola Wars rations cigarettes. Can you believe they use to issue cigarettes to soldiers? And they still do. Probably will for like 50 more years. Bad for you, despite what the radio advertisements say. Carotid Cavalry Saber deals your muscle damage plus 2 physical. Dented Bugle deals Moxie plus 2. Expired Seltzer. Put out everybody on your side of combat who is on fire? What? This Cola Wars era army manual ensures that every soldier whose entire job it was to feed people was still able to inflict casualties. Oh, this would be for me. Grants combat skill Parmesan Missile. Deals 3 physical damage and reduce Moxie by 3. I think that's of the other stuff. I want to see what all we have before I buy anything. But the field manual looks like it's going to be for me. Government-issued sardines. The expiration date of these has been scraped off, probably because it's far into the future that people would be too distracted by the idea of flying cars to actually eat the sardines. Increases your sleaze armor by 3, or at least until you eat something else. Smelling salts. A vial of smelling salts left over from the Cola Wars. Recovers 1 AP. Oh, and then there's the grenades. Deals 10 damage to an enemy. Trench Fork. Deals your mysticality plus 2. I think I have a pretty solid thing. So we're going to go with the Cola Wars Parmesan Missile thingy. Okay, thank you. You think I should be selling? I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. I'll make some adjustments as time goes on. So where is... There we go. Read it. You read the book and learn an efficient, battle-tested method for hurting people with cheese. You got the skill Parmesan Missile. There are some notes scrawled in the margins by the former owner of the book. They're messy, but you could read them if you put in the effort. If you do, Parmesan Missile will deal an additional 2 damage. Not right now. I like where your head's at. And I like the fact that it still stays in here. Without me doing anything. Alright, I think we're good. Anyway. I'll, Oh, I'm in the street. I was like, why is people... What's happening? That was what was happening. I looked at that thing last time at the Watchful Eye. Somebody has scratched some weird symbols into the sidewalk here. Secureburous building and loan. The door to this bank is fastened with 3 locks. That's the maximum possible level of security. What about 4 locks? In 1928, 4-lock systems are still dismissed as unachievable liberal fantasy. Look under the doormat. Not a bad idea, but if you're gonna lift the welcome mat, you need to know what you're looking for first. A key? Do I? How much stuff can be under a welcome mat? Just a key to the bank's front door. As it turns out, the security of this place is inconsistent. You got bank key. Use the item. The door's locks are modeled on the monstrous mugs of the Great Hound Cerberus, 3-headed guardian of the underworld's banking sector. Each of their heads has a name. Phylix, Methapon, and Sneaky Pete. And a keyhole deep in its maw. I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to run any risks. Not yet, anyway, but at least I have everything. This is the alley where Jessica said that the speakeasy was. Check out the alley. You weave between various trash cans and piles of uncanned trash until you reach a serious-looking door. I'm gonna knock on the door. A little panel slides open near the top of the door, and narrow eyes regarding you look through it. Password? I don't remember what it was. Was it? No, it was... Maybe it was Fiddlesticks? Okay, come on in, but you better not be a... Proey? I don't even know what a Proey is. Speak easy, friend. Well, I'm glad it was Fiddlesticks. I'm glad I'm right about that. Is that a spittoon? This spittoon has been placed in a really challenging height. Maybe you can ask the bartender about it sometime? Oh, I will. A milky-eyed sot. Talk to him. He turns his head towards you and smiles. I'm just gonna leave. I don't know if I'm gonna have to buy anybody else drinks. So I don't want to take those risks. This guy loves hitting those spoons together. Oh yeah, he's doing this the spoon thing. The spoon thing goes really well with fingernails. Hold on. Nope, I can't. Hold on. It was super tiny, but I think we got it. Anyway, it's better when you have long nails because it's a much more hollower sound. There's a whole song that Dolly Parton did where she played her nails like a washboard. It was so cool. Anyway, I don't remember what song it is. Ah, no. I just want to talk to you. Don't bother him. He's bouncing. Fish people. Wait, aren't those the fishermen from the Watchful Eye basement? So you're so used to not thinking about where things go once you put them in the tube. Hi. Hey, remember me from the tube? Beat it, pal. We're off the clock. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you could talk. I can talk about anything you like. Dickens, Felbert, the Brontes. I want to know about Brontes. What do you think about Emily Bronte? Their books are too long. Valid. What about Dickens? His books are too long. He got paid per word. I don't blame the man. What about Falbert? Uh-huh. They don't want to be disturbed, and you've already sent them through a pneumatic tube once. Fair. Guy loves hitting the spoons together. What is that? Okay. This guy doesn't care about anything except baseline. This lady seems to be dancing to a different song than the other people. He's got crazy eyes. This guy's been infected with Charleston fever. These people are obviously on a first date. You shouldn't bother them. Fair. The player piano trills a tune. This lady is making ethereal music with spirit-filled glasses. It's weirdly irresponsible for this illegal poison dispensary to have a first aid kit. Let's see what's in there. You got gauze pads, 3 of them, in fact. And you got an item, activated charcoal briquette. Activated charcoal is not good for you to consistently ingest, especially if you're on any kind of medication, because it will nullify the medication, including birth control, everybody. Anyway, weird symbols are carved into the floor of one of these tiles. What is going on with the weird symbols on the thing? Okay, so nobody else looks like they have to buy drinks. Let's buy him a drink. You buy him a drink. After a few moments and a few sips, he clears his throat and speaks. Distilled to its essence, the lake is just a valley abandoned. And I think I see leave him to his milkiness for now. I don't think I had that much money to begin with. This man behind the bar is shaking up a storm. Talk to him. Hello. He grins. Hello, baby. Welcome to Oliver's place. My name's Viola. Whatever you say, baby. Are you Oliver? Oh, heck no. I'm Fancy Dan the Cocktail Man. I like that. That is good. Anyway, pleased to meet you, Dan. Hey, do you happen to know what the time is? Perhaps because you have a watch on? Sorry, baby. The only one around here who carries a pocket watch is the owner, Oliver Gluck. And he left about an hour ago to pick up our latest shipment of hooch. From who? From whom, baby? Before I was Fancy Dan the Cocktail Man, I was Fancy Dan the English teacher. You know what? That's fair. And the reason why it's whom is because whom is for the second person introduced in the sentence. Anyway, yeah. I'm sorry. From whom? From the mob guy we always get it from. Where's the handoff? Whence is the hooch coming? Whither went Oliver? Fancy Dan smiles. The old refrigerator factory. I see. How do I get in there? Dan grabs a cocktail napkin and hands it to you. Thanks? Wrong napkin. Here. He takes a napkin back and grabs a different one with a couple of icons scrawled on it. Take the napkin? You got an Ocean City napkin map. As you take the napkin, Dan points to one of the icons on it. We're here behind Murray's store on Plunkett Street, so if you go out the alley and then head straight for the edge of the napkin, you can't miss the factory. Location unlocked: Plunkett Street, as well as the fridge factory. You now have a map of the area. You can open it by clicking the map icon in the top right or by hitting M. Does that mean my map technically for the whole game as like a character and an adventurer is still gonna consistently be a napkin? Mapkin? Anyway, thanks, Dan. Don't mention it, baby. Want a drink for the road? First one's on the house. You bet. What do you have to drink here? Beer. I'll have a beer then. Excellent choice. Keep things simple. Bartender pours you a beer. Bottoms up. You drink the beer. You've had better beer, but you've definitely had worse beer. Oh, now on the bright side, I'm not poisoned because it is the 1920s and it's a speakeasy. Anyway, you gain the effect beer buzz. Have another one? I'll have a beer then. Excellent choice. Bottoms up. Okay, I can leave. Oh, there we go. The spittoon is placed at a really challenging height. Ask Dan about it. Hey, Dan, your spittoon is kind of, inconvenient. Nah, baby. That spittoon isn't for spitting in. That's gone out of style now that mass-produced cigarettes are readily available anyway. Now, that's a bona fide historical artifact. What? Really? That's right. Belonged to a famous adventurer from Frisco. Just before the turn of the century. Oh, really? Who? Well, nobody's exactly sure. A lot of people think it belonged to Mumpler Fumperdink. That's right. I watched the Markiplier episode. Also, I love that they included this in here. It's a strong theory, because if there's one thing we know about that cat, it's that he loved Splatoons. He did love Splatoons. He got so excited about them. But other people say it belonged to a fella by the last name of Thurnleone. And a whole lot of other people claim it belonged to, well, a whole lot of other people. But one thing we know for sure about this Splatoon, whoever it was, they didn't use it for spitting. They wore it as a hat. What? Ew, gross. Right? They sure got into some weird stuff back then. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I love that they have Mumpler Fumperdink in there. It's so great. There's a door here. Open it. It won't budge. It must be barred shut from the other side. Alright, fair enough. Well, I think that's everything that's in here, then. Actually, you know what? While I'm in here, because I can, because I'll forget, I'm gonna take a screenshot. Fight me. Anyway. Can I just travel from the... Oh, I can. Are you kidding me? My map for the entire place is a napkin from a speakeasy that shouldn't technically exist. Alright, well, first off, I'm wandering. I'm not going straight to that fridge factory. Screw that. A bedraggled hobo shuffles up to you with his hat in his hands. Excuse me, friend. I don't mean you any trouble. My name's Barney Johnson, and I was just wondering if you might have any meat you could spare. Just 7 meat for a cup of joe to warm these old bones? Well, Wait... What's that sack you're holding up? Old bones, like I said. Sure, here you go. You lose 7 meat. Thank you kindly, friend. You're a real saint, so you are. I wonder if that's going to have positive implications later. Wander. You're walking. Oh, as you're walking, Gabby strikes up a conversation. So, are you new to Ocean City? Your first time at it? Yeah, that's right. What things have you got of it? Oh, my brain. Well, to be honest with you, it seems a little run down. Yes, Gabby understands you. Is much nicer before an economy happened. You're not wrong. All right. Lots of people. Very excitement. Have you seen the boardwalk yet? It's like cat wearing pajamas. She's saying it's the cat's meow. I forget what the pajamas one would be, but yeah. What? It has games there and a fortune teller. Well, that does sound like, a cat wearing pajamas. Ocean City Boardwalk. We'll check it out later. Wander a little bit. Hands in the air, pal. You're on Tin Lizzie's turf, and this is a stick-up. You turn and see a woman in oil-stained coveralls pointing a gun-like tool in your direction. What the... Is that a caulking gun? Stick-up isn't usually such, a literal phrase. Huh, it's a grease gun, so I guess it's more like a slick-up. Gross. Everybody's a critic. Give me your gun. Your wallet. Nah. My turtle! Is my turtle confused? I'm just really confused. Why? What is my turtle doing? Dubious Cola War grenades. Toss it at Bronze Dorothy the Greaser, dealing 10 physical damage. Unless it malfunctions, in which case, who knows? I'm gonna shake and throw it. Oh, it's a good 50-50 one, I think. I'm gonna honk it. Just for good measure. Anyway, now we're gonna go ahead and shoot you. Thanks. Grease gun. Ugh. Sleaze. Ow. I'm so prepared to, like, counter it from having played Ickenfell that my brain is just, like, not. Oh, heals all allies for 5 HP. This will end Gabby's turn. Hey, I support this. Aw, thanks, you turtle. Okay, queso, flatulaso, stench damage, Parmesan missile. Oh, because she's in front, I see. And it'll decrease your moxie. Goodbye. Not my turtle! Don't you hurt my turtle. Pow? Oh, Gabby, way to go, honey. You won both your pride and your wallet. Wait, you won keeping both your pride and wallet intact and grease-free. You got an item, Tin Lizzie's Grease Gun. You gain 5 XP and 11 meat. Whee! All right. Well, I feel like that's a good place to end the episode because I'm going to want to keep wandering and doing things that aren't actually the main story. So, take care, everybody.